Hello from the Hack Shack once again right here in Los Angeles. My name is Johnny and welcome to another episode of The Horror Hack. I hope everyone had an awesome Thanksgiving. You're still stuffed from all the turkey and mashed potatoes and cranberries and all the stuff you ate, and I hope you're not too hungover to watch this. As most of you know, the Black Friday sales have officially begun. In honor of Black Friday, I thought I'd get into the spirit and review Chopping Mall. It's the 1986 cult classic where mall security robots turn bad. So why don't you go ahead, pour yourself a drink, like I am. I mean, screw it. Pour yourself 2 drinks, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, who cares if it's 9 a.m.? Not me. So pour yourself a couple drinks and enjoy my rants and review of Chopping Mall. Chopping Mall is written and directed by Jim Wynorski. Now, Jim has had quite the career of directing, producing, writing, comedy B horror movies that usually go straight to video. And there's no shame at all in that. I love those type of movies, as I'm sure you do too. Speaking of love, I love this whiskey. No, seriously, I love this movie right off the bat. It's just dripping with 80s style and culture. This whole movie takes place inside a mall. So during the beginning credits, we get this awesome montage scene with music sounding like it was created on a cheap Casio keyboard. We have mall patrons with big hair, shoulder pads. We have a kid skateboarding through the mall, people dining in the food court, just that whole 80s thing, the whole bit. It was a fun and exciting time when malls were thriving and just a cool place to kick it with your friends. So we are at the Park Plaza Mall, and they just installed a state-of-the-art security system to help patrol the hallways in the mall during after hours. But it's not your typical security system. It's called the Protector 101 series robots. I mean, I would have named them maybe something cooler, but that's okay. We'll just call them Killbots. Fun fact, Killbots was the name of this movie during its theatrical release. But these Killbots don't actually kill people. According to the security system that created them, they're only supposed to neutralize intruders, they say. The security team also installed steel doors that completely lock at midnight and don't even open until dawn. We also meet 4 young couples who thought it would be cool to throw a party after hours at a furniture store in the mall where a few of them worked. And why not? It's the 80s. Get some beer, some snacks, grab your main squeeze, pick your favorite bed, couch, lazy boy chair, whatever you want. Oh, but just make sure that you're having sex in close proximity to one another, like they did in this movie. No judgment here. I'm drinking whiskey, and it's early, people. Now, while our party animals are getting busy, there's a lightning storm going on outside. And unfortunately, a bolt of lightning hits the mall and damages the computer that's controlling our Killbots. Now, this must have effed with all their wiring and circuit boards, because instead of them being fried and out of commission, it turns them evil. Now our young couples are trapped inside the mall with these Killbots trying to pick them off one by one. Will the couples rally together and defeat the evil bots, or perish inside the Park Plaza Mall with their blood waiting to be mopped up by the morning cleaning crew? Watch and find out. Okay, let's get into the craziness of Chopping Mall. I have a lot of thoughts on this film, so I'll just jump in. Let's go. Let's start out with the Killbots. These things are like Paul Blart, RoboCop, and the B9 robot from the old Lost in Space TV series all rolled into one. They're armed with sleep darts that can knock a person out in less than 30 seconds, as well as lasers that shoot out and can crush through any sort of debris. They also have these little T-Rex pinch your hand things that can extend and grab shit. And the Killbots can differentiate the nighttime workers versus a bad guy by simply asking for an ID and scanning it in front of their face. But what if the ID scan fails? What if it doesn't work? Then what happens? You get a laser through your frickin' eyeball or something? We all know how technology can fail, and you'd think especially on clunky, dorky 80s robots. Think about it, that ID scan thing, that shit is not gonna work half the time. This is 1986. Do you remember in the 90s when it took you 17 tries to put a frickin' dollar in a soda machine so you can get a mellow yellow? Taking the dollar bill and just putting it on the side of the frickin' soda machine so you can make it flat and so it'll go in? That shit worked maybe 2 out of 10 times. Now, there were 2 advantages that our young couples had against facing these killbots. The things were slow as hell. There'd be some pretty laughable scenes when a character would be running away from a killbot and screaming bloody murder. But you could tell she wasn't running or even jogging or even power walking. It was like this slow motion run in real time. The second advantage they had over these killbots was that these things were a terrible shot. They'd just be raining down lasers upon all our young couples at close range too, and never hit them once. They might have hit him, I'm sure they hit him a couple times, but their hit percentage was like 1%. I also love the special effects in Chopping Mall. Shout out to the special effects team. It was like something out of the Power Rangers TV show in the 90s. Lots of puffs of smoke and sparks everywhere. Very cheesy, but you know what? It adds to the enjoyment of the film. One thing that surprised me was that these killbots were equipped with some sort of a C4 exploding device. Now, if these killbots were just created to detain intruders and wait until the cops come, why in the hell do they need C4? It seems a little excessive. I don't even think mall security guards carry a can of mace. I think they're only armed with like a radio. Cheers. I was also surprised with the kinds of weapons that our young couples could find in the mall to try and kill these things. One dude had like an AR-15, and a group of the girls found like these 1-gallon jugs of gasoline, and they grabbed like 2 each. They tried to make Molotov cocktails with all that gasoline. Do you know how much firepower would be created if you just put like a rag in a 1-gallon jug of gasoline and lit it up? Dude, that's so much firepower. The whole mall would be toast, let alone these little dorky robots. Overall, I had so much fun watching Chopping Mall. This movie rules, and I know that you'll like it too. This is the perfect movie to just sit around with your friends, have a few drinks, and watch 80s robots try and kill young couples inside a mall. Come on, that sounds like a great time, right? And I think Chopping Mall is streaming right now on Amazon Prime and Shudder and maybe some other platforms, but I think those 2, you can watch it right now. So watch it tonight or watch it this weekend. That is if you survive the entire weekend of Black Friday shopping. Hey, thanks for stopping by my channel and watching my review of Chopping Mall. I'd love for you to come back, so hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you get the latest from the Horror Hack. And let's be friends to the end, people. You know you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at The Horror Hack. Once again, my name is Johnny. Keep supporting horror, and this has been one hack of a show.